Hello and welcome back to another Unwind Outdoors video. In today's video, I'm going to be working on finishing off these ends here. As you can see, these ends here are still raw. I haven't finished them, so I'm going to be working on finishing this off and making it look all neat and tidy, like how I have the edges here. My dad took these and cut them into 3/4 inch strips for the rest of the trim. So now we're just going to sand the edges and taper them off so that it's a nice round edge and looks nice like a trim. My phone died, so you haven't seen everything that I've done. I apologize for that, but I cut out some pieces here to go in the end. I just used the cedar that I used for everything else. Cut it and I tacked it in with brad nails. Did that all the way around up at the top. On this side, I did the same thing. So that looks a lot cleaner and more finished now. I'm going to eventually put this corner trim on to completely tie it off and make it look finished. I don't have enough of this corner trim at the moment, so we aren't going to be doing that today. The other thing I did off camera while my phone was charging, I put trim around this here. It did look like this. There was no trim. It's kind of ugly lines. And I switched out these hardware for black hardware. So I'm gonna show you how I did that on this one now. Okay, this one's done. Let's move on to this one. If you're curious how I'm figuring out these angles, I have this protractor that shows you what kind of cut you are going to make. So you line it up with the edges. Then you look and it'll tell you that is a 47, sorry, I read that wrong, 42-degree angle. So I cut both of these at a 42-degree angle and it'll match up. So then I come over here, set this to 42, and that is going to be our cut for the end. This is the wrong angle. We need it to go like this instead of this, because this is the outside of the trim. So you just come over here, zip that end off. Then I come back here and I measure from here to here. That is 7 5/8, and this is going to be a 45. So I have it set to 45. 7 5/8 is going to be the outside dimensions, and you always want your angles going opposite way. So seven and 5/8. That's going to be the outside. And there you have it. It's not sitting 100% right because I don't have the hinges or the knobs on it yet, but that looks a lot better than it did when I started. And now it is all done. Look at how cute that looks. I'm so excited. It is really coming together. So now I just have to put this corner trim in here, and then it will be all finished up in the back here. Super happy with how it turned out. I do want to figure out how to leave this open here for me to utilize as storage, because I have my back window covers stored in here right now. Whether that's just leaving this part here open for me to shove things down. But I have to do the same thing I did in the back, just a little bit more complicated. And then I'm done with this build. So I have this here, which is my bed. This piece has that thing underneath to become a table leg, slides in there, and that becomes a table for when I want to eat. Other than that, I am done with this build. I could add another storage piece here to house my pee bucket, but it's basically done. It's super exciting, just in time for summer. So with that, this build is basically done. I have one more thing to do. So like I added in these little pieces here, and I still have to do the trim, but I have to do that on these pieces back in here. And then it's basically done and just in time for summer. It is early May right now. As you can see, we have some beautiful weather out today, and we are just getting into camping season. So I am super excited. So my vlog from now on will turn more into a getting out and actually using the van instead of just building every time. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned for my channel for my future videos. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!